I am live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Welcome to yet another day. Today is on Wednesday. Yet another amazing time to be here on the live. Oh God, I need to get that bag. Hmm. Oh, sorry for the inconvenience. Oh God. Welcome to the live, you guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Feel welcome. How are you guys doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Yet another amazing day to come on here and be live. Thank you guys for being part of my family. Uh, thank you so much, you guys, for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yet another good day. Let me know where you're watching me from when you tune in. Sending your greetings. Let's get this thing started. Okay, welcome to the live, you guys. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. As you can see from the topic of the day, we are talking about unspoken rules about situationships, which is friends with benefits. So we are about to get into that, but before that, let's hear what you guys have to say. Dottie says, hello, my favorite online friend. Okay. Hello to you, Dottie. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for showing up. Welcome to the live. Guys, when you join in, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. You guys, I am so excited to show up today. Of course, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, almost never made it, but we are here, we are here, we are here. Hello, you all. So today we are having a very interesting topic: unspoken rules about situationships, quote unquote friends with benefit. Okay, you guys, we are about to look at that. I have some personal experiences in this, so we are gonna be looking at that. Okay, Dottie says, I'm doing good, I look forward to you every day. Oh, that is so, that is so humbling, you know, like when you have some people, someone who shows up. It's just great. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. So welcome to the live, you guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Yet another amazing day. Yet another amazing day. Welcome to the live. My name is Wam. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, you keep liking the live before you get started. And we are talking about unspoken rules about situationships. Unspoken rules about situationships. Yeah, so you can start already thinking about what do you think about unspoken rules about situationships. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Say hi. I'm gonna shout you out. Yet another good time, great time to be here. Welcome to the live, you guys. My name is Wamboy. So we're talking about unspoken rules about situationships, which is friends with benefit. Okay, I don't know if you guys have watched Friends with Benefit on Netflix. You can always watch that if you haven't. But also, these are personal experiences, okay? As I told you guys, I'm a graduate. So, of course, we had that time in campus. And also, I have my friends who have gone through this thing. So, which means it's going to be personal, okay? Let us know, what are your unspoken rules about situationships? Okay, and first of all, maybe we should define situationship. What's a situationship? A situationships is, or like friends with benefit, is where like you and somebody, you come together and you're like, you know what, we can benefit from each other, or like we can help each other in one way or another, but no commitment. So that's what we are talking about today. Diamond says, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. You guys got that right, okay? Like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Hujambo from Kenya. Also, documentary says communication is key. For example, if you want it to be an open relationship or exclusive, okay? We are about to get into that, guys. Let me know what is your unspoken rule about situationship or friends with benefit. Have you ever been in such a situation, friends with benefit, like you're just sleeping with somebody, but literally it's nothing? You know, that's what we are talking about. John Kamal says, hello, hi, beautiful. Hello, you, John Kamal. Good to see you. Good to see you. Have you ever been in a situationship or like friends with benefit? What's your unspoken rule? Diamond says, hello, hello. Welcome to the building. You and I should practice a situationship. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm in the mood to be in a situationship right now, okay? So we are just gonna get into it, guys, but you can send anything, but I'm gonna read it out loud. So first of all, my first unspoken rule about situationship, John Kamau says, I just happened to love you. Oh, okay, thank you. Which means you are rhyming with my energy, which is great. One of my unspoken rule in situationship, don't expect commitment. Okay, when we just get started, you just know, do what brought you here. Okay, we are sleeping together. Do what brought you here. Stop wanting more. Like, stop wanting to commit. Like, so one of my unspoken rule when I'm in a situationship, don't expect commitment. Because if you're in a situationship, you know deep down that we're not gonna commit. We are just here to sleep together. Okay, so that's one of my unspoken rule about friends with benefit. When I'm in a situation where like we are doing friends with benefit, like, don't expect commitment. We are not committing. Like, you know what, do what brought you here and get out. Okay. Diamond says situationships, unspoken rule, don't fall in love. This is just for fun. Okay. What if they fall in love? What if they fall in love? Okay, it's your unspoken rule, but what if they fall in love? Where are you, beautiful? In Kenya. Dottie says, it's just an excuse to cheat. Is it just an excuse to cheat? Guys, do you think situationships or friends with benefit is an excuse to cheat? No, mostly people in friends with benefit, they are not in relationships. You're usually single, but you literally don't want to commit. Okay, so have you ever been in a friends with benefit situation? Have you ever been in a friends with benefit situation? Let me tell you, friends with benefit can really be nice, because at the same time, okay, friends with benefit can be good, because at the same time you get to have somebody who you sleep with. But the problem is, when you have problems, you can't talk to them about your problems. There is no commitment. At the end of the day, you might end up feeling like you're being used, which happens so many times. Like, you just start the friends with benefit, you guys are having fun, kicking your feet, having sex and stuff. But then at the end of the day, one of you is gonna feel like they are being used, mostly the woman. Okay, so guys, what's your unspoken rule about friends with benefit? Or are you in a friends with benefit situation or situationship? And what's your unspoken rule? Diamond says, if they fall in love, then I activate my ghost powers. Wow. Okay, so in a friends with benefit, you have to hide your feelings. You have to hide your feelings. When the friends in benefit is starting, it's all usually last. Okay, it's last. Okay, we want to have sex with each other, and that's it. But then as it proceeds, like, one of the people in the situationship end up falling in love, and you cannot tell the other person. So you have to hide your feelings, because the moment you tell them how you feel about them, that might change the situation, or that might make it to end. So one of my unspoken rule for friends with benefit, even if you fall in love with the other person, you don't tell them. You don't tell them nothing. You don't tell them nothing. Like, you're falling in love, but you're hiding it. So that's another one. Sabane Boro says, Hungary. Okay, I hear you. How is Hungary? There's a creator that I normally watch in Hungary. So welcome to the live. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the other thing that I'm saying, feelings. You cannot express your feelings in a friends with benefit or a situationship. Don't tell me how you feel, okay? And if I'm the one who fall in love, like, you cannot tell the other person that you love them. You cannot do that. You cannot tell them, you know what, I'm starting to fall in love with you. That is not allowed. So feelings, you have to hide your feelings. When you are in a friends with benefit, do not ever tell the other person that you're falling in love with them, because if you do, it breaks the situation. So yes, so that's another unspoken rule. Guys, welcome to the live. Let me know if you've ever been in a friends with benefit situation, and what is your non-negotiable in a friends with benefit situation, or situationship, what we call it these days, situationship. Okay, so let me know, guys. Welcome to the live. Oh, I see what Burr says. Hungary. Welcome. So the other thing, and then I wanted to ask you guys, because we know with friends with benefit, you can tell people how you feel, okay? Even if you fall in love with them, you cannot tell them how you feel. because usually one person falls in love, but the other one is like just okay. So do you need to tell the other person, like, you know what, I'm falling in love? Do you tell the other person you're falling in love if you end up falling in love with them in a friends with benefit situation? The other thing is, like, in friends with benefit, there's no accountability. Like, people in situationships often disappear for days. Like, somebody can go ghost and you cannot ask them, where were you? Like, when you're in friends with benefit, somebody might ghost you for a whole week, a whole month, and no accountability. You can't ask them, where were you? Because first of all, in the first place, you're not in a relationship, so you're not allowed to ask them anything. Scone says, this happened to me. I was dating two women. This happened to me. I was dating two women. I fell in love with one, fell in love with me, and I fell in love with the other. One of us got hurt. Wow. How did you handle that situation? Like, okay, you're having two people and then you fall in love. Okay, how do you handle such a situation? Have you ever fallen in love when you're not anything, you're not exclusive with somebody, you're just having casual sex, and then you end up falling in love with them? How do you move on from that? Lepso Jana says, have you given up? Do you think you cannot wait? Cannot wait for what? Diamond says, guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wambo. Good to see you all. We are just getting started. We are talking about unspoken rules in situationships, friends with benefit. Let me know, have you ever been in a situation where, like, you're sleeping with somebody but you're not committed? Friends with benefit, have you ever done that? And if you've ever done that, what did you learn, or what are the things that you took away from that? Because for personally, I learned that, like, you end up one of you will end up falling in love, but you cannot say it out loud. So let me know your situations, you guys, and you're gonna be reading them right here, right now. So you guys, like, subscribe, let us create a little family in here. Diamond says, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Diamond says, this is the whole point of friends with benefit, not having to be accountable to anyone, and that's it. So that's what, and you know what? That's a huge rule. If we are friends with, if I'm friends with benefit with you, never ask me who I'm sleeping with. Never ask me. Like, you don't get to ask that. That's one of the unspoken rules. Like, you don't. There's no accountability. You don't ask somebody, where were you? You don't fall in love. You don't ask them, who are they speaking to. Okay. So the other thing is jealousy. Jealousy isn't allowed. When you're in a situation where, like, you guys are doing friends with benefit, you're not allowed to be jealous. You cannot be jealous. Okay, we both know that you'll end up being jealous because, first of all, like, if you're sleeping with somebody, you don't want to see them, see them laughing, or, like, even, you don't want to see them doing anything with any other person. But we know jealousy is not allowed because you guys are nothing. You're nothing together. Okay, so I have some questions here. Why do people stay in situationships for years? Why do people stay in situationships for years? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Omboy. Good to see you all. Let me know where you're watching me from. Which country are you watching me from? Like the live, you guys. Let us interact right here. So why do people stay in situationships for years? And if you don't know what a situationship is, it's a situation where, like, you guys, you're being intimate with somebody, but you don't want to be exclusive with them. You're just being friends. Okay? Let me pin this. Why do people stay in situationships for years? Why do people stay in situationships for years? Lepsogana says, a family is what you make with the person you're having sex with. Because you're married. Because you're married, you bring life into the world. Okay, so do you mean that people should wait until marriage? Okay, of course, if you're talking about waiting until marriage, situationship doesn't allow you to wait until marriage, because the reason you're together is for that, just for that, for you to be in each other's bodies, okay? So what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting for people to wait until marriage? Diamond says, you can be jealous. I once saw a girl I was dating. She was with another dude, and he was way better than me. Oh, you can be jealous, but you cannot express that, because remember, if we are in a friends with benefit, I'm not supposed to be accountable. Like, you're not supposed to ask me who am I talking to. But you know what? I think that needs to be scrapped. The whole thing of like, there's no accountability. First of all, if you guys are sleeping without protection, you need to know where this person is going. You need to know. Okay, guys, do you get tested for dangerous diseases when you are in a friends with benefit? Do you get tested for STIs? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, guys, when you're sleeping with somebody, especially with no protection, and you are in a situationship, okay, do you get tested for the sexually transmitted diseases? Remember, you're not in a relationship, you're just friends with benefit. Do you get tested for transmittable diseases when you're just having sex? I would like to know that. Godson and says hi. Hi, you Godson. Have you ever been in a situationship? Guys, should you get tested if you're sleeping with somebody, even though you're not in a relationship? Should you get tested, or should you want to know who are they sleeping with? Are you allowed to ask who are you sleeping with? Because remember, especially if you're not using protection or condom, you might end up having diseases. You see my point, what I'm saying? That Dottie says to Lepso, whatever. That's what I'm saying. The problem is that people keep thinking subjects like this is the norm. It's not normal, it's bad. Okay, well, how is it bad to be in a friends with benefit? Okay, you guys don't want to be in a relationship, but you still want to kick your feet. You want to enjoy, okay? So what's the problem with that, okay? Diana says, I don't get tested, but I give blood once a month. It's like free testing, because they check your blood for everything and tell you if they find something. Wow, maybe that's something in America. Here in Kenya, like, okay, you can donate blood. They're not gonna tell you if you have any disease. What they're gonna do is like they're gonna dump your blood. So you will never know. You have to go and get tested. Guys, welcome to the live. You're talking about friends with benefit. And I'm asking a hard question right here. Do you get tested especially if you're sleeping with somebody with no condom? Do you get tested for transmittable diseases? Remember, you're not in a relationship. You guys are just having fun. Do you get tested? Okay, that's a hard question right there, because most of the time, remember, you're not supposed in a friends with benefit. No accountability. You cannot fall in love. You cannot feel jealous. So how do you tell this person, you know what, I want to get tested? Lepso Jana says, when you are going to keep trading people for sex and you will be alone and old and not attractive anymore, you will be very sad. When you are going to keep trading people for sex and you will be alone and old and not attractive anymore, you will be very sad. Okay, and honestly, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to give you the impression that that's what I do. Okay? Okay, but this is a phase in everybody's life, okay? Okay, I am in my 20s, so am I not allowed to do that? Am I not allowed to taste friends with benefit? Just have casual sex once in a while just to see how it feels like, okay? Okay? Guys, do you agree with Lesponjana that people should wait until marriage? That's what he's saying. I am saying that everyone should have friends with benefit once in their lifetime, just so that you can feel like a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Hadaima says they'll just dump your blood. Yes, they will just dump your blood. Guys, do you get tested? If you're having sex with somebody and you're not in a relationship, do you have them get tested? Okay, do you have them get tested for any type of disease? If you're having sex with somebody and you're not in a relationship, should you have them get tested? Guys, this is interesting, because me personally, I have never had them get tested, like, because remember, it's a friends with benefit. You're not supposed to ask these people to do anything. Let me read you guys. Guys, comment. Do you get tested? Do you test the people that you're sleeping with, friends with benefit, quote unquote? Do you test them for diseases? Do you guys get tested? My name says road dodging without testing is an extreme. It's an extreme sport. Okay, it is. But remember, you guys are not in a relationship. How do you tell them, you know what, even though we are doing friends with benefit, how do you tell them, I still want to know that you're fine, I still want you to get tested? So the question that I'm asking is, How do you tell your friends with benefit we need to get tested? Or do you guys test your friends with benefit? That's the question. I would like to know and maybe read it out loud. Dottie says, and don't forget about the double standard. A woman becomes a slut and a man becomes virile. Oh my god, that's a new word. That's a new term. Okay? Okay. You know what? Men are allowed to be men are allowed to be in friends with benefit, but when women are in friends with benefit, now we are having a problem. Why is it that like men can get away with sleeping with everyone, even people that they don't know, people that they meet in clubs? Why is it like men are allowed to get away with these things, but when a woman tries to do that friends with benefit, it's like, oh my god, you're just a slut? Okay, guys, remember we are asking a very hard question right here, and guys, I would like to know your responses. Okay, do you get your friends with benefit tested? Do you get people that you're just sleeping with casually, do you get them tested? Godson N says, I was in Italy and I took a chocolate bar, so I didn't understand that guy's Italian language. I was trying to say I left my wallet in my car. He didn't want me out of the store. He was angry. I don't know Italian. Okay, I was in Italy and I took a chocolate bar, so I didn't understand that guy's Italian language. The Italian language. I was trying to say I left my wallet in my car. He didn't want me out of the store. He was angry. I don't know Italian. Okay. Diamond says extreme sport. It should be an Olympic event. Okay, guys, I'm asking a hard question right here. Do you get your friends with benefit tested for transmittable diseases such as syphilis, gonorrhea, which one else? HIV. For me, but you know what? For me, I have to test you for HIV. Guys, do you get your situationships tested for these diseases? Let us know in the comments or in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Or even if you don't get them tested, does that worry you at any point? Or you know what, maybe the question should be, should you be sleeping without a condom with people that you're not in a relationship with? I was helped by a lady who knows English. Okay, Dottie says, Varil, describe a man who is strong, energetic, and has a high sex drive. Okay, wow, new word unlocked. Varil. Describe a man who is strong, energetic, and high sex drive. Okay, you know what? How do you call a woman who has high sex drive? Diamond says, unspoken rule. You can't tell your partners to get tested. I agree, it makes sense, but no one wants to hear that. Okay? You know, Diamas is saying unspoken rule when you're having a situationship. You don't tell your partners to get tested. You're just sleeping with them, so you don't tell them to get tested. You know, but it's really interesting because honestly, right now, if I got into a situationship, I wouldn't want to risk. Literally, you would have to get tested. Okay, you would have to get tested. Dottie says, do you ask your friends with benefit to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases? Let me viral. Oh god. Okay. Do you ask your friends with benefit to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases? So that's a good question. And as you guys continue answering, so, you know, I was saying that, like, you cannot feel jealous. One of the unspoken rule on friends with benefit, one of the unspoken rules with friends with benefit, you cannot feel jealous. But I feel like that's a problem because, and I feel like most women, you know, I've been watching this Nosy and Koramo. The whole thing is like this lady, she was sleeping with like 5 guys at the same time. Okay, five men, like literally she wasn't committed to none of them. Okay, and then she ends up pregnant. Remember, she was sleeping with all of them without protection. So that's where the problem comes in. You know, friends with benefit is all fun and games as far as you guys nobody gets sick, nobody gets pregnant. But let me tell you, can you imagine? I have seen situations where grown adult children are trying to find their father, and then they come here, they try to test a man they try to test if this is the biological father, and then it's not that. Yeah, okay, I think friends with benefits is all fun and games until like there's a child who is born out of that situation. Okay, but I was just talking about the other unspoken rule for friends with benefit. Jealousy isn't allowed. You cannot feel jealous. I don't care if you go outside the door and you see your friends with benefit having sex with somebody outside. You cannot get jealous. You're not allowed to get jealous, or the rules do not allow you to get jealous. So that's another thing. God and Son and says, I'm 6 feet 2. Wow. Okay, you're really tall. Okay, so jealousy isn't allowed. Guys, have you ever felt jealous? You when you're friends with benefit is like you really know that they're sleeping with somebody else. Have you ever felt jealous, or have you ever felt like they shouldn't? They shouldn't. Have you ever felt like you wanna own them? Because uh personally, I can say that I wanna do friends with benefit, but I know at the end of the day I'll end up falling in love, because especially for women, sex is usually emotional. So the moment like you're sleeping with somebody continuously, you're gonna fall for them. You're gonna start feeling them. Okay, guys, do you agree that like when you're in a friends with benefit, you shouldn't feel jealous? Do you feel jealous when you're in a friends with benefit situation? Do you feel jealous when you're in a friends with benefit situation? Because actually, there's a situation that I was in when I was in campus. Okay, it was like a friends with benefit, but you know what? I did bail out because it's like at the end of the day, it's like literally, I don't want to see you walking around with women holding hands. I just realized that I wasn't a bad girl at that moment, because at the end of the day, it's like this person have the people that they love, but then they come to you just for sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It's really disgusting, especially if you are the one who is falling in love. Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. My name is Womboy. We are talking about friends with benefit. What is your unspoken rule about friends with benefit? We've talking about no commitment. Don't expect any commitment. Don't feel jealous. No accountability. Don't ask me who was I with, what was I doing, and stuff like that. The other thing is, like, even if you end up falling in love, you cannot tell the other person. Dottie says, what do you do for holidays, birthdays, Valentine's Day, etc. when you're sleeping around? And it's complicated because you really expect, because this person is sleeping with you, you really expect them to wish you, but most of the time they will not. Okay, they will just move on with their life like nothing happens. And it's like they will maybe even on these special days they don't contact you at all, or they only contact you to have sex with you, which is really unfair. Okay, you know, at the end of the day, okay, first of all, in friends with benefit, one person ends up feeling used. Like you end up feeling like this person is using me, especially the one who have fallen in love. The person who falls in love in a friends with benefit ends up feeling used, while the other one just enjoys life. Okay, guys, welcome to the live. Diamond says you shouldn't feel jealous, but you do when you find out the other dude has more going on than you do. Okay, especially when you realize you are plan B. Okay, you know, when you're doing friends with benefit, you're actually the plan B. That goes without any word. You're plan B, but you kind of like don't want to talk about that because you don't want to imagine that they're sleeping with another person. But for your information, they are. Okay, Diamonds to Dirty says, remember, we are both dating multiple people, so they have other options. You know, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. I have known women who, like, they're not even dating other people. They just don't want commitment. It's like, you know what? This is just somebody that you contact when you are horny. Somebody that you contact when you're ovulating, when you just need to be cuddled, you know. You know, this partner is just for rainy days. Okay, it's like a partner for rainy days. You know, not every day that you want somebody on top of you doing stuff. Okay, you just want them to be there on specific occasions. So, and that's what friends with benefit are there for. You want to be able to contact them when you're feeling like you really need to get with someone real quick. They must okay, no, they don't have to be dating other people. Sometimes they just don't want to commit. Okay, they just don't want to commit to you. That's the thing. So, and I know most women have that. Tess Renew says hi. Hi, you Tess. So we're talking about friends with benefit. Have you ever been in a friends with benefit? So I'm just saying that, like, Diamas was saying that, like, mostly with friends with benefit, the other person also, like, they have multiple partners. But the thing is, most of the time they don't. Like, it's just like you just need somebody to contact when you're feeling, when you're ovulating, when you're feeling like you need someone. That's the only time that you need to contact them. So it's not necessarily that they have other relationships going on. Dottie says, why would anyone do that to themselves? I think people need to learn to love themselves. Okay, what exactly are you talking about? They're having sex, or they're contacting somebody when you need sex. You know, let me tell you, I was scrolling on TikTok and I was seeing somebody say that they have I'm telling people's business now. I was seeing somebody say on TikTok that they have somebody specifically, but it was women who were saying that they have somebody who they specifically contact when they are feeling sexy, horny and stuff. They contact these people specifically during those times, just for them to satisfy. And then after that, I was seeing somebody say that, and it was a woman, like when they invite men into their houses and they get intimate and stuff. After you satisfy them, don't even sleep over. Get your bags and leave, okay? You're not needed. Like, what is needed is your body, what you can do. Fitzroy Philip says, hi. Hi to you, Fitzroy. Have you ever been in a situationship or friends with benefit? Have you ever just had fun for sex for fun? You don't want to commit, but you just want to be having sex with this one person. Dottie says, there's nothing good about sleeping around with different people. It's sick, sinful, and just plain wrong. Okay, so you want to tell me that you've never slept around with different people? Okay, because first of all, you come around to me like a saint, Dottie. But literally, at the same time, even people who are holy at the end of the day, they don't die only having had sex with one person. Okay, guys, we are talking about unspoken rules about situationships. Let me know your situation. You can read the chat and see what people are saying. Let me know your situation. What is your unspoken rules? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Diamond says, I bet I can't count Dottie's body count. I bet I can count Dottie's body count. Okay, you would find out that she has like 20. Okay. What number is too much for a lady, especially for body count? What number is too much when it comes to body count for a lady? Now that Diamonds brought that up. I feel like men are actually upset the fact that now women can do the same exact thing that they have been doing for years. Like, you know what? You want to sleep around? I can also go and sleep around. You want to just have sex just for fun? I can also do that. Okay? Dottie says, no, I'm not saying I didn't have premarital sex, but I've never had more than one partner. Okay? Wow. But you know what? Maybe your partner had more than one partner. Diamond says one for a lady. God. One is too low. Are you even kidding me? Are you even serious? Having one body count is like you're just playing. Okay? Let me tell you, before you get married, you should have a body count of at least 10. Minimum of 10 for a lady. Minimum. A lady should have a minimum of like 10 before getting married, because and this is why when people get committed, because they haven't tested different things, you can just stay committed. But when you have already like tested the world, you've already seen the world in that way, you're just ready to settle, because what have you not had? Okay, Diana says no, one is too many for a lady. No, it's not. God, 10. A lady should have a minimum body count of 10 by the time she's getting married. Okay? Because you know what? Dudes be pulling out a move of like 50 body count, and they still want to meet a virgin. Make it make sense. Okay. Dottie says 10. Yes. 10. It's not bad. 10. Can you imagine? Okay, so you turn 18. of course, you with your high school sweetheart, you that's the person who breaks your virginity. And then when you join campus, Bunny to be, remember me? Yes, I do remember you. Hi, welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Bunny, have you ever been in a situationship? Good to see you. Have you ever been in a situationship? What are your unspoken rules about situationships? Okay, so I'm describing, imagine 10 is not a lot for a lady before you get married. So you turn 18, of course, somebody breaks your virginity, your first love. Okay? And then of course you join campus, you have your campus sweetheart, the one for your freshman. Those are two. And then of course when you're in second year, you start having some fun here and there, like you don't commit. 5 guys by second year. So by that year, so we are already at 7. See? And then that year, 4th year, 3 more people. And then you come out here, you're still exploring. No, it's not a lot. Okay, hi, welcome to the live, you guys. Let me know what is your unspoken rule about situationship. And let us know, do you get your friends with benefit tested for sexually transmitted diseases? Do you get your friends with benefit tested for sexually transmitted diseases? Diamond says, ladies stay at home with their parents until the right man comes along, while the right man sows his oats with the slutty ones. Okay, that's it. Okay, first of all, you want to be out there. You want to be out there enjoying, and then the lady to just stay at home and wait for you. You know, still just double standards and unrealistic expectations. Okay, and realistic expectations. Guys, let me know your unspoken rules about situationships. The things that you wouldn't condone in a situationship. We said, like, feelings. Don't tell me how you feel about me. We are in a situationship. Don't tell me that you're falling in love. The other thing, don't expect commitment. We are not committing from the go. We are just enjoying ourselves. And then the other thing, no accountability. Never ask me where I was, who am I sleeping with. Never. And then the other thing is, do not ever feel jealous. So moving on. The other thing, one of my other unspoken rule in situationships, communication is unclear. Do not message me or call me, okay? Do not message me or call me. Like, no, do not do that. Communication is unclear. We don't need to be talking. We just need to meet and do what we gotta do. Communication is unclear. We are not supposed to be talking here and there or like back and forth. It's like we all know our situation or our position in each other's life. Do not call me. Do not text me, okay? What are we talking about? Godson N says, I think if I had a wife, we would work both. We would work both. We would work both. Oh, okay. Why is that? Why would you want to work both of you? Diamond says, here is a question. In a situationship, is a man still responsible for picking up the bills? No. Okay, let me pin this question. In a situationship, is a man still responsible for picking up the bill? No, nobody picks up the bill. First of all, you never go anywhere together. Because, okay, I think in friends with benefit, the man is not responsible for the bill, but it depends with your agreement. If your agreement is friends with benefit, maybe the man is benefiting with the sex and the lady is maybe getting monetary value, then well and good. But there's no spoken rule. There's no spoken rule like, you know what, you're supposed to pick the bill. No. Jacob, welcome. Hello. How is you all? We are doing great. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. We are talking about unspoken rules in situationships. So what is your non-negotiable in situationship or when you're having friends with benefit? Godson, and I don't want house problem. That's why I say we will both work, okay? So Dimas, what do you think? Who is supposed to be picking the bill in a situationship? Is the man supposed to be the one who is picking the bill in a situationship? Personally, I just believe it just depends with your agreement, because the situationship is an agreement. It's like you guys are operating a contract. So who is supposed to pick the bill? Who you agreed. Like if you are paying her or maybe you're providing her with financial support, definitely you're gonna pick up the bill, but nobody is responsible for the bill in a situationship, because most of the time it's usually the lady and the guy. You all are benefiting. Dottie is saying hi to Jacob. Hi. Godson. Okay, Dimas. So how are you doing, Jacob? Good to see you. How have you been? Dimas says, oh wait, maybe I don't understand the subject. I go out with the women I'm sleeping with. It's not just sex, but it's a lot of sex. Oh God, you had to say that, didn't you? Okay, no, I'm saying, okay, with the friends with benefit, there is an agreement, okay? So if the lady is benefiting by you picking up the bill, then that's what you're gonna be doing, picking up her bills, like paying everything. But if you all are benefiting with the sex, then that's it. Kishore! Yay! Welcome. Hi. After a long time meeting you, how are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? How have you been? Godson says, but I've been dating a girl. She said she's from South Africa. Oh, good for you. I think South Africans are great. Dimas to Jacob. What's up, dude? Jacob says, my workload is crazy. That's why I don't come on a lot. Okay, and we do understand that real life is lifing. Okay, and when that happens, you have to attend to that. Okay. You actually working at the moment, doing overtime, have to go soon. Okay. Good to see you. And we do miss you on the channel, but thank you for showing up. Godson N says, love you. Okay, Jacob says, love you all. We love you right back. Godson N says, Diamonds, I don't think doing that a lot can cost you from many things, man. Okay, so you guys, unspoken rules about situationships. Let us know your situation. Like, have you ever been in a friends with benefit? What did you observe? What was your unspoken rule? Or what did you want the partner not to do? We have already talked about, like, if we are just sleeping around, don't expect expectations. Don't have commitments. Don't tell me that I'm supposed to commit to you, because we are not going to be committing right here. The other thing is, even if you fall in love, you're not supposed to tell the other person, because it's going to change the situation. And then the thing is, no real accountability. Do not ask somebody that you're in friends with benefit with, like, where were you? What are you doing? You don't ask such things. And then jealousy isn't allowed. You cannot feel jealous if you're just sleeping around with somebody. You cannot feel jealous. And then, guys, keep telling me your situations. We saw Diamonds asking, who picks up the bill when you're doing friends with benefit? Tender Son says, are you a Christian? I was born Christian. I don't know if I'm still Christian. Okay. Basically, I think I am, but I was born Christian, which means that's why I'm Christian. Why? Welcome to the live, you guys. My name is Womboy. Good to see you all. Let me know your unspoken rules about situationships. I think one of the other thing about situationship, it often benefits one person. Usually one person wants the relationship while the other enjoys the convenience. So one person, either the guy or the lady, one person is just there for the sex or for the enjoyment. Okay, and then the other person really feels one of the person in a situationship normally have feelings for the other one, and then the other one is just enjoying. Okay, and I feel like that's a real problem, because if I'm the one who end up falling in love, it's like, will I feel like I'm being taken advantage of? Guys, have you ever felt like you're being taken advantage of in a friends with benefit? If you've ever been in a situation where, like, you're just sleeping with somebody, no strings attached, no rules. Okay, actually that's the word, no strings attached. Like, you haven't defined your relationship. You guys are just you're just kicking it, having fun. Dema says, friends with benefit, friends who hang out and do things together, which includes sex. What is situationship? I'm really confused now. No, situationship mostly, I think it relies more on the sex side. But friends with benefit, that's why I said, when we talk about the bill, if we are doing friends with benefit, mostly it's usually it's just usually platonic. But with the situationship, it's more about the sex, if I'm getting it right. Okay, guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. You know what? Maybe I'm getting the wrong definition. Uh-huh. Situationship, a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered formal or established. Okay? So it's sexual relationship. That's not, so you don't have to be friends with this person to be in a situationship. So a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established. Let me copy that. Oh, wow. Okay, let me keep reading. Dottie says, this is why the whole subject is wrong. It only goes to cause confusion. Okay, no, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I'm trying to send you guys the meaning of situationship. Situationship is a sexual relationship, but the reason I put there as friends with benefit is literally the same thing, only that like for the situationship is more about the sex. Okay, and I did put it there for people who grew up in a different time season, so that they can understand what we are talking about. Okay, let me read the stuff. Kishore says, since situationships lack the commitment of a formal relationship, many participants opt for splitting the bill to maintain a sense of equality and avoid creating unspoken expectation. Wow. Wow. See what I'm talking about, Doti? Whatever Kishore is saying. So it's mostly sexual relationship. Okay, there's no financial obligation, no nothing. It's not like you hang around together. It could be even somebody that you don't know, like, but you have just decided, maybe you first met in a bar and you started kicking it, having sex here and there, and that's it. That becomes a situationship. Diamond says, oh, so just sex. I'm not girly or anything, but I don't think I could do that. I'd still want to be friends and go out, hang out, have fun, but just not have to go home at the end of the day. Okay, the thing is, with situationship, there's no hanging out. No hanging out. Your relationship is purely sexual. Like, there's no formal thing, no nothing. But with friends with benefit, there is, you can hang out. It's like platonic. But with the situationship, it's just sex. Okay, so guys, what's your unspoken rule in a situationship? What do you do in situationship, or what do you want the person that you are having a situationship with to be doing? Okay, so I have a question right here. Can situationships turn into real relationships? Can situationships turn into real relationships? Pietman Gusen from South Africa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming back. I think I've seen you before. Can situationships turn into real relationships? Can situationships turn into real relationships? Richard, welcome to the building. Happy Wednesday from America, buddy, and greetings. Greetings from Northeast Ohio. How are you doing? Good to see you. Can situationships turn into real relationships? Guys, welcome to the live. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about situationships. What is your unspoken rules in situationships? Like, have you ever been in a situationship? Have you ever been in a relationship just for the sake of like sleeping together? What is your unspoken rule? We've talked about no commitment, don't feel jealous. Even if you have feelings for the other person, you don't tell them. Don't ask the other person where they are, what they are doing. Like literally, you're just there for the enjoyment. Richard and Pietman, I would like to know you guys' opinion. Can situationships turn into real relationships? Can situationships turn into real relationships? Ian, oh my God, it's been a minute. Welcome. Hi, how are you doing, Ian? Welcome to the live. Have you ever been in a situationship or friends with benefit? Either one. But we all know that friends with benefit, you hang out. But with situationship, you're just there for the sex. Like the live, share the love, sub the Queen Hujambo from Kenya. Richard says, I'm cool, just getting up and getting ready for work. Good to see you and hear you. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Okay, yeah, you guys are some of the loyal ones. Dimas, Dottie, Jacob, Ian. Oh my God, today is a good day. People showed up. Okay, we are talking about, have you ever been in a situationship? What is your unspoken rule in a situationship? One of mine is like, first of all, do not call me, do not text me. That's my thing. Like, if we are having a situationship, you know what? After we finish what we are doing in the bed, just leave, okay? Just leave. Stop calling me. Stop having a lot of stories. Do not call me. You just move on. Go. We shall meet during the next appointment. Okay. Kishore says, if they say they want to commit, their actions should change to reflect that. If they promise more but continue to treat it as a casual hookup, they are unlikely to change. Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We have a question that is pinned. Can situationships turn into a real relationship? And Kishore is telling us, Kishore from Paris is telling us that like it's really tricky. So if they say they want to commit, their actions should change. So he says if like somebody wants to move from being a situationship into a real relationship, they should change the way they treat you. It shouldn't be about the hookup anymore. There shouldn't be the rules anymore. They should tell you that they love you, you see? Wow, but I think it's tricky. Kevin Onchore says, hey Kevin, welcome to the live. Have you ever been in a situationship? Have you ever just had sex casually without committing with the person? And I'm not talking about a one night stand. I'm talking about somebody that you're seeing oftenly. Ian says, how are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you, Ian? I have missed you. It's been a minute. Tamsak, like the live. Tamsak, it means like the live, guys. Like the live, you guys. Diamond says, just you know, let me tell you, like, what is this with this? Just leave, okay? Because if you're not in a relationship, I don't know why you're calling me. That was, back in the day, they used to say you don't pay a prostitute for sex. You pay them to leave afterwards. Wow. Guys, did you hear that point? You don't pay okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube. You don't pay a prostitute for sex. You pay them to leave afterwards. But you know what? That's huge. Okay, because let me tell you, you could be married and maybe you are going along the road interacting with they are called sex workers these days. I think the politically correct word is sex workers. If you see a sex worker along the road, literally, do you want them to be calling you after you're done? Let's say you're married, you're back home and they're calling you. That's really inconvenient. Guys, let me know your unspoken rule in situationship. What do you normally do in a situationship, or what is the ideal situation? And I'm asking a question. Can situationships turn into real relationships? Can situationships turn into real relationships? So far, we've established, like, mostly in situationships, one person is usually in love and the other person is just usually having fun. So what if both people feel like, you know what, we are in love, okay? Can we just start a relationship? I think, according to my opinion, the foundation of a situationship makes it very hard to create a real relationship. The foundation is shaky, and the fact is, if you're just doing sex, which means you knew this person is sleeping with other people, how will you get that off of your mind? I feel like there will be a problem because of the foundation. Dema says, back in the day, they used to say, you don't pay a prostitute for sex, you pay them to live afterwards. Guys, you don't pay a prostitute or you don't pay a sex worker for sex, you pay them to live afterwards. So that's what Dimas is saying. Dimas says, I just visualized my wife call me from the other room. Hey, honey, pick up the phone. Your sex worker is on the line. Wow. Okay? It's just like, you know what? Just leave. We are done. Okay? Guys, yes, I'm still asking the question. Can situationships turn into real relationships, in your opinion? I feel like, in my opinion, I think the foundation is shaky. There's no real foundation to start. Even if you guys start a relationship, you've just been sleeping around. Even if you start a relationship, it won't go anywhere because already the foundation is all about the sex. You didn't care for each other when you all started. Dottie says, how are you all just talking about this like it's normal and okay? You know what? Gone are the days where like we would have taboo topics. The society made women feel bad for having periods, okay? We are going to be there. We are going to be the reason we are talking about like it's normal and it's casual and it's okay, because we're just so sick and tired of like things being what is it called? Taboo. For example, like periods. Let me tell you, the other day I was in Nairobi and I was buying a pad from this shop. And then the guy offered to like wrap the pad for me in a magazine. And I was like, you know what, don't wrap it, just give it to me. Because I am so sick and tired of like having to feel like I should be ashamed of something that's happening to me or something that's normal that people do. No. So Dottie, the reason we are talking about this like it's normal or casual is because like the moment you make it taboo, the more like people don't get the information. By talking about these things, they are normalized. The Sat family says good night to you. Daima says, I suppose anything is possible, but someone I've just seen using for sex, I can't imagine respecting them enough to marry them. Friends with benefit is different. We are friends. Guys, the question is, we're asking a question. Can situationships change into real relationships? And I'm saying the foundation is shaky, so I don't think that the relationship could work. That's my opinion. I don't think the relationship could work. Diamas is saying, I suppose anything is possible, but someone I've just seen using for sex, I can't imagine respecting them enough to marry them. Yeah, that's it. Because you'll be like, how many other people have they been doing this with? Dottie says, menstrual is something that happens to you. It's a part of who you are. Free for sex is something you're deciding to do. Okay, you know what? Because also, sex have been taboo for a very long time. Okay, it's actually been taboo for women, but it's just been normal for men, but taboo for women. But you know what? We have to normalize. We have to normalize talking about sex casually. Like, yes. Because at the end of the day, for sex is not taboo for men. But when a woman is talking about sex, it's taboo. It's like, oh my God, don't say that. Don't say that you do that, okay? Like as if you're not gonna be attractive anymore when you talk about that. So I don't see anything wrong with like people talking about it or people talking about situationship, because these things are happening, okay? And the more we pretend they are not happening, the more they are happening, okay? So first of all, so I think we have like 7 rules. One is communication is unclear. Do not call somebody that you're in friends with benefit. After your job is done, if you're a man, go home. Okay, if you're a woman, and maybe you went to see your friends with benefit, after it's done, you know what? Just leave. And when you get the temptation to fall in love, do not fall in love with your friends with benefit or okay, you can fall in love with your friends with benefit, but your situationship, do not fall in love. You'll end up being frustrated. And then we have also determined that like it's usually beneficial to one person. Also, we've said that like not jealous. You will feel jealous, but that thing that's telling you to feel jealous, do not feel jealous. Like you just need to get used to that. No real accountability. You cannot ask somebody what they are doing. Also, we were talking about like, do you test your friends with benefit for diseases or for sexually transmitted diseases? And apparently, you do not. Feelings are often hidden. Do not expect commitment. Let me keep reading. Dottie says, just because everyone is doing it doesn't make it right. Lots of people drink and drive. Should we all do it? No, I'm not saying that we all should do it. But the thing is, like, at least let us not make it to be like a problem. Okay? Okay, most people are having sex. Should we all have sex? No. But most people are having sex and are not talking about it. Does that mean that we shouldn't talk about? We should. Okay, because let me tell you, especially growing up in a family where we never talked about such things. In my family, you don't talk about such things. You don't talk about menstruation. You don't talk about sex. You don't talk about sleeping around. You don't talk about those things because my parents are holy. Oh, yes, they are. Okay, you don't talk about those things. But at the end of the day, that's where you end up seeing girls who end up maybe pregnant without even knowing, because it's like nobody talked to you about these things. They were ashamed to talk about these things. I refuse to be ashamed to talk about such things. Diamond says to Dottie, that's not what she is saying. The point is, who says it's wrong? If it's not right for you, that's fine. But if you are enjoying it, why do we have to stop because you don't like it? Okay? Why do you okay? It's like the same thing like religion. The fact that you're going to church and you're enjoying your church, the fact that you're going to the mosque, you're enjoying your session, does that mean that everybody should be Islam or Christian? No. It just means that that's just your reality and other people don't see it like that. So I think that's it. I think that's it. You know what? Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Okay. So there's another question right here. Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Dottie, you can help me please type that. Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Wow. Because I feel like it's mostly about the sex, I feel like men benefit more. I don't know. Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. I was born and raised in Kenya, and today we are talking about situationships. Okay, unspoken rules about situationships. Okay, unspoken rules about situationships. So we are having a question. Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Who benefits more from situationships, men or women? Diamond says, I think it's equal. Women act like they don't want it, but they want it as much as men. Okay, and you know what? I kind of agree. First of all, like, I have seen women or like scrolling on TikTok. I don't like mostly of these things that I'm telling you is like scrolling on TikTok. These women who are saying that they have guys who are specifically for the ovulation period of when they feel like uh, they want to have sex, you know so like just for that season, okay. But you know what, like, but at the end of the day, people like to say that like men benefit more, but it seems like men benefit more. From the outside, it seems like men benefit more from the situationships. Okay, so there's this question that people ask a lot of times, okay? Why situationships feel like a relationship with the batteries missing? Okay, why situationships feel like a relationship with batteries missing? So this is somebody who gave their situation. Okay, we are talking about situationships, guys, and my name is Omboy. Like, subscribe, let me know your situationship. If you've ever been in a situationship, how did you like it? Let me read something for you, something from someone. Situationships lure people in with casual vibes, no pressure, the illusion of freedom, okay? But more often than not, they leave confusion, hurt, and emotional burnout in their wake. This is somebody's opinion. If you're navigating one now, take stock of how it makes you feel, not just how it looks from the outside. At some point, you deserve clarity, consistency, and connection without having to play guessing games. The only rule that should matter is mutual respect, and sadly, that's often one that situationships ignore. Okay, so the thing is, at the end of the day, I wanted to say, at the end of the day, when you're in a situationship, it's a really tricky situation. Being in situationship is not good, because I have seen people from my shows. Okay, these things I am telling you is from my show. I have seen people who have gotten pregnant and they've been in situationship with like 5 people, and it's like, who got you pregnant? You don't even know. See, it's usually a problem in the long run, and also it will mess up with you, because at the end of the day, you are also human. You're gonna fall in love, okay, but you can't fall in love with this person. So it will give you the illusion of like, oh, so much freedom, you get all what you want. I saw somebody say that, like, a cow is expensive. I don't know, how do you say that, like, why buy the cow when you can just buy the milk? Oh, why buy the cow? Why why buy the cow when you can just have the milk? I think that's the bottom line, or the huge rule in situationship is like, uh it's like you just want to feel like you have freedom, but the truth is, at the end of the day, I feel like it's gonna catch up. It catches up with people. Maybe one time you be careless and you end up pregnant. One time you be careless, uh you be careless, you have a disease. One time you be careless, your heart gets broken, Diamond says, I think that's only because men talk about sex more and admit we want it, okay? Maybe, okay? And maybe women hide behind, maybe there's this whole thing of like how we are told that women should behave and stuff like that. Maybe that's what makes it feel like men are the ones who benefit more with situationships. Okay, so the other unspoken rule about situationship, the exit is usually silent. Okay, you don't announce the exit, because remember, you don't owe anybody an explanation with the situationship. So in situationships, the ending is rarely a conversation. More often, it's slow fade or sudden ghosting. It's like you could be having fun with somebody right now when you're in a situationship. Before you realize, you'll never hear from them again, okay, because things were never official. So because things were never official, you don't feel like they need to break up. You don't need they need to give them closure. So the exit is usually silent. So you know what, if we are in a situationship and we want to end things, stop texting me these long things like it's not working anymore, okay? You know what, just walk yourself out, okay? Walk yourself out. So that's the other thing. It's usually silent. Do not sit there typing this long thing, because you guys were not in a relationship. Just ghost or whatever you can do. uh, so the silence at the end of a situation is usually worse than a breakup, because you are left questioning what was real or what wasn't. No closure is part of the deal when no commitment was ever on the table. Okay, when you didn't have commitment on the table, how would you have closure? Okay, so because we said that in situationship there is no commitment, at the same time there is no closure. Dottie says all of this is wrong and I don't agree with, But I have to share this. A girl in my church got pregnant, and there were 3 possible fathers, and they all stood by her hoping it was theirs. Wow. Did they get a paternity test? That's, I feel like that's a very embarrassing situation. God, even if you're having fun, you really want to know who is the father of your child. Like, I think I would feel so bad if I end up being pregnant and maybe I slept with 5 guys, and now you're trying to figure out which is which. Mostly it's like you're waiting for the child to be born so that you can see, oh, who does it look like more? Who does it look like more? But it's such a very complicated situation. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Let me know where you're watching me from. How are you doing, guys? Yes, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let me know what you might want to know about me, about the topic here. So the other unspoken rule. So we are talking about unspoken rules. The other unspoken rule is sex might be given, but security isn't. There is no security in this relationship. No security. You won't feel like that deep emotional connection. You won't have somebody to talk to. In many situationships, sex is frequent, but emotional security isn't part of the deal. No emotional security. The physical connection is there, but it don't necessarily mean you're exclusive or emotionally safe. You are never emotionally safe in a situationship because sex is frequent, but there's no emotional security, no nothing. So you're just there to have the sex. Guys, and if you're just tuning in, we are talking about situationships. Let us know your ideas, okay? The intimacy feels real, but the commitment doesn't match. Like the intimacy, you're just there. Each and every style that exists, you're willing to do it, but the emotional part, there is no. You're giving each other your bodies without clarity on anything else. So that's it. So another unspoken rule, you act chill even if you're not. You don't, okay, let me continue reading your things. Dottie says, after the child was born, they had the paternity test and they got married. Wow, that's really wrong. Okay, and also the other unspoken rule in situationship is like, you guys are emotionally available. You're supposed to be emotionally unavailable in situationship. Just don't go there showing interest. You're supposed to show, even if you're interested, you're supposed to act as if you're not interested at all. So that's another unspoken rule in situationship. You're supposed to act uninterested. Okay, guys, let me know one of your other unspoken rule, maybe one that you have ever applied in the past, or something that your friend have applied. It doesn't have to be you. So being too interested or emotionally available might scare the person off. This often this thing with situationship, when one of you start falling in love, or like they start acting too interested, the other person might pull you on the side and be like, you know what, are you falling? Do not fall in love with me. Do not fall in love with, there's that reminder, do not fall in love with me. So instead of being authentic, people hide the real feelings behind detachments or sarcasm. This game of emotional chicken gets exhausting fast, and that's true. So with this situationship, you have to act chill. You can't show people you're interested in them. You just have to act as if you're not interested. Otherwise, you're gonna scare them off, and maybe the relationship won't work. Okay, and then everything is temporary. Like, nothing is permanent. This person can wake up tomorrow and tell you they're not interested in you anymore, and there's nothing that you can do. Okay, so guys, let me know one of your unspoken rules in situationships. So we have I think our last question here that I have is it modern dating or emotional manipulation? So is situationship modern dating or emotional manipulation? Is situationship modern dating or emotional manipulation? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you. You can like, subscribe. I normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always be looking for me at that hour, okay? Is it modern dating or emotional manipulation? Is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? Is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? Is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? Um, what would I say? Is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? I think maybe it's both. It's a trend. Uh, Guys, we're asking, is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? Okay, I would say it's both. Okay, like it's a trend that we are having, like just having casual sex. uh it's just like something that we are doing to look like bad people, or like, I'm bad girl or stuff. It's something that we are doing for that. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's a form of manipulation. It's a form of manipulation towards somebody's body and not want to commit to them. I think it's a form of manipulation. What do you guys think? Is situationship more than dating or emotional manipulation? Uh-huh. Is it more than dating or emotional manipulation? Yeah, I think it's both. Why is it emotional manipulation? Because you kind of like have someone think that you care about them, because especially when you're being intimate, you might say something that might make the other person think uh, that you're interested in them exclusively, but you're not. Diamond says it's definitely modern dating. It's not manipulation because you're both involved. Okay, that's true. But can we say it's manipulation from both sides? Can we say it's manipulation from both sides? Can we say it's manipulation from both sides? God, my arm is tired. Can we say it's manipulation from both sides? I think because there's rules, and right now you're talking about unspoken rules in situationships. Because there's rules, you cannot say that it's manipulation because there's rules. Diamond says, how are you manipulating anyone? You both know what this is. Okay? And yeah, that's it. Unless this, sometimes it end up being a situationship, because maybe one person came to you, they led you to believe that you guys are in a relationship or want to be in a relationship, and then at the end of the day they end up telling you like, oh, we can do this without commitment. That can be manipulation if both of you didn't want. But if you both wanted this, if you both wanted to be in a situationship, then it's not manipulation, it's just what it is. Okay? Yeah, I think it's just what it is. So you guys, anybody with a question or like something to say when it comes to like situationships, something to add on that? I think according to me, or like according to what I see, it's all fun and games until it's not. The situationship thing, the friends with benefit thing, it's all fun and games until it creates a life. It's all fun and games until you get sick. It's all fun and games until your heart gets broken. Okay, so yeah, I think it's fine. It's interesting. It's maybe what you're looking for. It's what you want to do. But then at the end of the day, is that really what you really want? So that's the question that we all should ask ourselves when we are doing any of these things. Okay. So anybody with like maybe something that you an add-on or something, because you know what, I'm gonna serve myself some food, and we're just gonna kick back our feet right here as we continue with our topic. But today I've already cooked, so I'm not bringing you guys with me to the kitchen. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Yet another good day. Guys, like the live, subscribe. Yet another great day. So that sounds like plan. I'm getting hungry too. Okay, Diama says, like the live, share the love, sub the queen, and I am that queen. Okay. If you're wondering where the queen is, first of all, guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Where are you watching me from? Let us kick back and enjoy. First of all, let me just, so beautiful. Thank you. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. We're talking about situationships. Okay, what do you think about situationship? Have you ever been in a situationship? Would you be in a situationship? Okay. Wow. Hmm. Wow. I was getting hungry. I needed this. Okay. So I think, welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. Like the live, you guys. Let me know. Have you ever been in a situationship? That's what we've been talking about. Situationship. What do you think about situationship? Have you ever been in a situationship? Okay. So first of all, we've talked about so many rules, but you can always add yours. Diamond says, when I was a kid, I used to swallow the seed. And my brothers told me that watermelon is going to grow inside my stomach. I was so scared. Let me tell you, I keep removing the seeds. I don't know why. I know some people do eat the watermelon seeds, but I just end up removing it for absolutely no reason. You know, the best watermelons are usually the ones that grow during sunny seasons. They're usually so sweet. Like when you have watermelons which grow in a very dry area, they're usually so good. You know what, you guys? I think we're going to end the live. We're going to end the live right there. Okay, you know what? Let us okay, no. Guys, welcome to the live. San says hello, director. Wow, it's been a minute since I saw you, San. Good to see you. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? Mobile phone world. Okay, you always have something to say. Do you know what light green on the outside mean? Oh, when it comes to watermelon? No, when it comes to watermelon, I don't know what green on the outside means. What does it mean? Green on the outside. Green on the outside. What does it mean? Radio to internet. You are so funny. Wow. Radio to internet. Oh, it means watermelon got a lot of water. More water means better watermelon. Really? I don't think so. Does more water mean like the watermelon is better? What I know is like watermelons that grow during the dry season are usually sweet. Because sometimes it can be too watery. You don't want it to have a lot of the water. Okay? Maybe let me wait until we get like 20 likes so that I can end the live. So I'm gonna continue with my own thing right here, guys. But we are still on the topic. If you find another thought that you can add, send it, okay? Yeah, I try to like to have the show remain as authentic as possible, which means we've already exhausted the topic. And that's why I don't want to keep pushing it just for the show, you know? Guys, welcome to the live. Or maybe let us wait until it like we are gonna end it at yeah, I see. I know what I'll do. Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Like the live, share the love, subscribe. We normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So look for me around that hour every day. So today we've been talking about situationship, okay? Or friends with benefits. So have you ever been in such a situation where like you're just out there having fun but no commitment? So that's the people that we are talking to. And if you don't believe in that, we still would want to know your opinion. You know what I'm saying? We would like to know that. Diamond says like the live, share the love, sub the queen, you know, and you got that part right. Okay? The queen is right here in the building. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Yes. Wow, it is so cold. Before we say goodbye, I just wanted to tell you I'm moving, so might disappear for a little while. Where are you going? Where are you moving to? Oh, I would like to know where you're moving to. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Yet another day, yet another good day. We normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So look for me around that hour, guys. I really appreciate you all showing up. Yet another great day, yet another great time. We come here, hang out, talk about real situations, you know. Yes. So today we've been talking about situationships. Okay, have you ever been in a situationship? What are your non-negotiables when it comes to situationships? Dema says, South side of Chicago. I'm buying a house. I've got a lot to do. Wow. Can you bring me with you in your new house? Can you bring me with you to your new house or something? Ooh. Yes. Wow. Okay. You know what? you have fun. I'm wishing you all the best in your move, and I'm wishing you guys all the best in your endeavors, whatever we try out. Even if you decide to be in a situationship, I am wishing you all the best. Guys, if you're just tuning in, my name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. We've been talking about situationships on this live situationship, the unspoken rules in situationships, or what is what in situationships. So if you want to see that, watch that back. We are still talking about it. I would like to know your opinion. Let us know, what do you think about situationship? Have you ever been in a situationship? What is your unspoken rule? So that's what the video has been about. So, and I think we are gonna end it right here. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, maybe different place, I don't know, but same time. Yeah, so we're gonna be coming back with good topics, better topics. Every day we keep growing, and you guys just watch me when we do that. Diama says, I like friends with benefit, but I don't think I could do situationship. Why could you not do a situationship? Okay. Maybe because a situationship is more direct. People like hiding behind, oh, I love you. Maybe the only thing that you want is just to sleep with somebody. So why not just sleep with them? Okay, period. Okay, so you guys, Dottie says bye, sweetie. So bye to you. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, you guys, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me out, you know. Guys, like the live, you know. We can like and have like 20 likes before we end the live. Daima says, just showing up for sex and living. I like the hangout part. Okay, you know, but you know what, most people want that. Most people do want that. Most people do want the showing up. People don't like commitments. Okay, but see, there are people who are in relationships just because they want something out of it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's just what you want, oh, we are at 19 likes, so which means one other person can like and we can get to 20. So which means so which means, like, why are we hiding behind it? Like, if literally you just want to be sleeping, why not just be in a situationship? Why do people like hiding behind relationships? Bob says situationships are for testing waters. Okay, but why are you in a situationship for like 5 years? Hi Bob, good to see you. Welcome to the live. Wow. Oh yeah, we got our 20 likes. Maybe maybe 21. Okay, but why are you testing waters? You know, 5 years. Yes. People are even in situationships for even more than that. 8 years. You guys, because I feel like it's so difficult to transition from a situationships to a relationship with the same person, because the foundation wasn't good. Bob says it's too long. Okay, I think it's too long. It's too long. It's definitely too long. So you guys, if you're just showing up, like the live, subscribe. I appreciate you all for showing up. I think today we're gonna end the show like a little bit earlier. So if you want to see what people have said, the people in the chat, what they said, watch back this video. So tomorrow I'm gonna be live right here, same time, same place. I think Bob says, do they not ask what are we? You cannot ask that. In a situationship, you cannot ask what are we. That's like committing that's committing a bad offense. You cannot ask what are we in a situationship, because the first thing is no clarity. We don't talk about it. You don't ask what are we. When you ask what are we, you ruin the relationship. When you are in a situationship and then you end up saying that you love the other person, that's a problem. You ruin the relationship. Okay, you cannot tell them you love them. You cannot ask what are we. Also, you cannot call. Okay, we are in a situationship. Do not call. Okay, do not call. Okay, you're in a situationship. Don't feel jealous. Okay. Diama says these are perks to a relationship and perks to being single, but there are also negatives to both. Friends with benefit deals with the good and leaves out the bad, but situationship is just physical gratification. Yeah, I think situationship is just all about lust. It's all about satisfying you. It's like being like dogs. Okay, you know, A dog or like animals, they are not in a relationship. They just need to, okay, like for example, a lion, if they, okay, maybe a lion, they are more like, but it's like, situationships kind of like brings the animal aspect to human beings. Okay, the animal, like we are just animals. You know how animals just sleep with each other, like out there. Monkeys just sleep with anything. So I think situationship brings out that aspect to human beings, because remember, as far as we are intelligent beings, we are also animals. We are animals, and we sometimes we can be animals if we want to. Okay. uh Bob says, yeah, friends with benefit are better. Wow. Okay, so guys, Bob is saying friends with benefit are better than situationships. So in your opinion, what's better, friends with benefit or situationship? More clarity. Yeah, I think friends with benefit is better. And with friends with benefit, you even care about that person, but with the other one, you don't care. Friends with benefit can be good because you really literally care about them. Mercy everything says blessing to everyone. Blessing to you, Mercy. Good to see you. By just passing by, a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I think there's so much to uncover when it comes. And you know what? Thinking about it, I didn't think that like situations are different from. Uh, I didn't think situationships are different from friends with benefit, but I realized there's massive difference. One of them, like the person cares, but the other one doesn't care at all. uh, Dottie says, what is better, friends with benefit or situationships? What is better according to you? I feel like it depends with what you are looking for. If you're looking for just something to okay, if you're looking for something to just like enjoy yourself, be an animal, situationship is better for you. But if you're wanting to look for like something that's way more and like something that's deep, friends with benefit is for you. Because friends with benefit, you care about each other. It's only that you're not committed, or like you're not committed fully, but you care about each other. Friends with benefit is better. Situationship is just assisted masturbation. Wow. Okay, it's just like you doing it to yourself. Okay. I would like to know from a man's perspective, like, uh, does it make a difference if you're having sex with a random lady that you met, or you're having sex with somebody that you really care about and you love them? Does it make a difference to you, or is just the same? Hmm. So does it make a difference for a man to have sex with somebody that they love or somebody that they care about? Does it make a difference for men? Guys, welcome to the live. We have a question right here. Okay, what is better, friends with benefit or situationships? So remember, friends with benefit is like, uh you are having sex with this person, but still you're friends with them, but no commitment. But situationship is sexual, like it's all about the sex. Okay, it's like turning on the animal in you. And guys, if you're just tuning in, my name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. You can like the live, subscribe so that you get notified anytime we go live. Diamond says is the same, but but different. The same because the outcome is the outcome because of the outcome. Different because foreplay starts at hello. Wow. Okay. You know. Yeah, is same but different. The same because the outcome is, I think maybe you intended to say the outcome is similar. Different because foreplay starts at hello. Okay? Okay, wow. It's good to see it from a male perspective. Yeah, so there's so many things that we can talk about. We could literally talk about this the whole day. Uh Actually, I'm gonna steal time from the show because we are 20 minutes short. I was gonna end it at 30 and then people showed up and we got some few likes and I was like, whoa, why not ride on that? But I think this time round I'm serious. This time round I'm serious. Oh, Diamond says, I wasn't sure if I could say the outcome is the organism. Not orgasm. I wasn't sure if I could say the outcome is orgasm. Okay? Yeah, in both friends with benefit and situationship, the outcome is orgasm. Okay? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you want to have an orgasm. So that's the outcome. But does it make sense that you love somebody? Does it make sense that you wanna cuddle with them? Ricardo Beretta says hi Ricardo, good to see you. Welcome to the live, guys. Like the live, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Lynn Hendricks, oh my god, it's been a hot minute before I saw you. Hi, sorry I was not in your stream. I think you meant for a very long time. Okay, you know what, Lynn? I did miss you. How are you doing? How have you been doing? Sunkami Victorian Lolan Rover says, good evening, madam. Good evening to you. Good to see you. How do you feel about friends with benefit and situationships? Which one is better according to you? And what is your rules when it comes to situationship? Dema says, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Guys who are just joining in, give the videos a thumbs up. Like. Lynn says, I'm not really good, but how are you? Oh, I'm good. Maybe, do you mind sharing what's up? Okay, I think I'm good. I'm okay. Not great, because life keep lifing, things keep coming up, but you know what? We also keep showing up. So that's it. Because for example, like today, I almost never made it to this show, but we have to keep showing up. Okay, guys, remember we are talking about unspoken rules in situationships. So what is your unspoken rules? What do things that you do when you're in situationships that you feel like they kind of like make a difference? What are the things that you normally do that you feel like they make a difference, and which one do you prefer, friends with benefit, a situationship? Aww. Lynn says, my grandpa passed away 2 days ago. I am so sorry. May he rest. May his soul rest in peace. And I hope you guys, as a family, are able to I don't know. May you guys find peace. Okay. I am so sorry for that. Handaima says, I love the things I am on boy says, life keeps lifing. Okay, that's it. Life is not waiting for you. Like, and you know what I realized before I started doing these videos or like showing up here, I kept feeling like people who do this stuff, they're always happy or like their life is just perfect, but I realized it's not. Okay, it's just because you have to keep showing up, and that's it. Dottie says to Lynn, condolences. How did he live? Okay, condolences to you. Lynn Hendrick says he was 92 years. Oh wow, I think he had a long life. It doesn't make it better for you, but try to think about that. Like, God had given him such a long time to be on this earth. He probably touched so many people's lives, because at 92, that's a blessing. God, like 92 good years, that's great. I know you guys wouldn't have mind, you wouldn't mind if he stayed for like 20 more years, but yeah, wow, 92 years. That's great. That's a long time. Yeah. So my condolences to you. So you guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Keep liking. Lean to dirty. What you mean? Maybe I think Dottie is asking, how did he live? Did he live a good life? Did he touch lives? Maybe that's the question. I think the question is, how did he live? Like, how did he live? Did he live a good life? Did he? Okay, you understand what I'm saying? What I think she's saying. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're watching me from. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much, you guys, for showing up. You've been talking about situationships and friends with benefit. Which one is better according to your opinion, and which one would you rather be in? Says to Lynn, did he live a good life and did he live happy? Okay. I think I think you guys, if I was told to choose between anything, the three, of course, we have relationships, we have friends with benefit, we have relationships, we have friends with benefit, and we have situationship. I think I would choose to be in a relationship. Relationships are much more fulfilling. You have somebody to talk to. Like, your needs are met. Your sexual needs are met with love. Your physical needs are met with love. You have somebody to confide in. So I think I would choose to be in a relationship any day, anytime, rather than being in a situationship. At the end of the day, my soul or my heart will be crushed. At the end of the day, I will end up feeling bad, So if I was told, okay, let me ask you guys this question. If you're told to choose, if you're just told to choose between having a relationship, a situationship, or friends with benefit, what would you choose? I would say relationship, because in a relationship, my sexual needs are met, my physical needs are met, I am loved, I am taken care of, I am spiritually nourished, emotionally nourished, and all those things that can only happen if you're in a relationship. However, in a situationship, you get the freedom, like, yes, you get the freedom. And then with friends with benefit, you know what? I don't want to be doing friends with benefit with nobody. Okay? Uh-huh. Lynn says, I don't want to say it is that okay because it just want that, so I just don't want that story. Okay. H Kirim says, hi to you, H Kirim. Is it Kirim or Kirim? How are you doing, guys? Welcome to the live. Like the live, you guys. Dottie says, to Lynn, apologies, just know you are in our prayers. Okay. Yeah. Recently, my friend did lose. Oh, I don't know if he's okay with me talking about this, but I think my friend lost one of the grandparents, and this whole time you just keep wondering, what do you say to somebody? Like, how do you tell them sorry without sounding like you are, like, there are people who don't like to be told sorry, and I know that. Like, I have just been wondering, how do you show up? Okay, so apparently, me personally, I don't have grandparents both sides of the family. I lost them, but okay, but when it's other people or when my friends are going through something, I keep wondering, how do I show up for them? How do I be there without feeling so like you're disturbing? How do you tell them sorry without making them feel bad? So it's really a tough spot to be in, but you guys, Lynn, we are praying for you. We are thinking about you, and you guys are gonna be fine. Diamond says, I'd rather have friends with benefit, the good of a relationship, and the good of being single, but there is risk of being alone. The good of a relationship, the good, okay, there is a risk of being alone, okay. But me personally, I would rather, when I am told to choose between friends with benefit, relationship, if I'm told to choose between friends with benefit, relationship or situationship, I would always go with relationship. In a relationship, my sexual needs are met, physical needs are met, emotional needs are met, feel loved, taken care of, and all those things that comes with a relationship. So yeah. Lynn says, how old are you? I am one boy. I am Why am I thinking about it? Okay, but I'm 23 years old, turning 24 very soon. So 23 turning 24. So you would basically say in 2026 that I'm 24 years old. Yeah. I think somebody had asked me that before, like, do I look 23 turning 24, or do I look 24? Okay, just to be fair. Guys, welcome to the live, good to see you all. Yet another day to hang out with you guys. I normally have so much fun hanging out with you guys. Let me tell you, like, at the end of the day, I feel fulfilled doing this, because at the end of the day, I end up meeting great people like you guys, people who show up, people who share their lives with me. You guys don't have to share your lives with me, but you do, and I appreciate that. Okay, so you guys keep liking the live, still, we are still on situationships. Okay, yes, so what is your takeaway or take home when it comes to situationships? What is your take home when it comes to situationships, or something that you would like people to think about when they are in situationships, or even friends with benefit? Okay, Lynn says, it is really hard because 7 weeks ago my grandma passed away, and now my grandpa. So it's, if I always go to use team, I'm a little bit happier. Oh, I am so glad you get that. Okay, I think the main role of this. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I started this stream to change you guys' life. No, I started the, I show up every day because I wanna change my own life. Okay, I wanna become better and stuff. But let me tell you, uh, I like giving you guys a platform where, like, real life be lifing. Okay, real life can, it's humiliating, but having somewhere where you can just come and say your thoughts or say how you feel, I really value that you guys can come here, type your thing, and as far as it's respectful, I'm gonna read it. Okay, and you guys can have some. So yeah, Lean, you're in our thoughts. Diamond says, in a relationship you also have to deal with emotional baggage. Oh, in-laws, their wants and needs, compromises, so much more. The benefits might make it worth it, but imagine not having it. Because first of all, like, yeah, when you're getting into a relationship, the other person's problem become your problem. Like, for example, if you date me, I have a very stubborn family, so you might be dealing with that. Okay, you might be dealing with that, which is like a very huge commitment. Lynn Hendrick says, when you gonna do 48-hour stream? I'm gonna do 48-hour stream next week. I don't know the date, but I'm gonna update you guys. I have been postponing, and you just reminded me. I'm gonna do it sometime next week. I'm gonna advertise it between today and maybe between tomorrow and Sunday. I think I'll determine when will I go that live. Okay, so yeah. I think I did meet so many great people during the 48 hours live, because first of all, you're able to it's 48 hours, so you're able to see people from different time zones, which is great. Okay, so I think my takeaway when it comes to this topic, my takeaway is, at the end of the day, you gotta decide what works for you. You gotta decide what you want. At the end of the day, you gotta decide, like, what do you really want, because you might want to be in a situation to be like a bad boy or a bad girl, but at the end of the day, is that who you really are? Do you want to feel loved? At the end of the day, these situations might end up making you feel what is it called, broken. Okay, and you're not broken. Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't know, it depends with what you want. If you want a situationship, you just wanna enjoy yourself, well and good, that's your call. Okay. Oh, so we are coming to the end of the live. Guys. If you're just tuning in, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. My name is Wamboy. I normally go live Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. If I elaborate, the time is 8 p.m. Kenyan time, At the moment is 10 a.m. California time. I don't know if time changed in England, but I'll check. But it's supposed to be 5 p.m. in England, okay? So you guys, thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the love. Oh my God. Diamond says, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Lynn says, you know, Katz, yes, Kase and Gali and Gabriela and Gameboy. No, I don't know them. Okay, which country did you say you're from, Lynn? I think I know, but then at the same time, it's like I don't know. Okay, which country are you from? Wow, because those names I've never heard about them. Dotty to Lynn. Sending prayers, love, thoughts in. Okay, yes, we are from I Am One Boy team and family and everything. Okay. I'm from Netherlands. Is it Netherlands or Netherlands? Netherlands. Wow, Netherlands, Holland. Maybe you should invite. Not you should. Maybe you can invite me to Netherlands. Is it Netherlands or Netherlands? Guys, her Dottie says bye. I am one boy and everyone. So goodbye to you, Dottie. Goodbye to you, Dottie. We still have like 5 minutes right here on the show. So yes, guys, welcome to the live. Like the live, share the love, sub the queen. So if you, because you're just joining in and we are finishing, yeah, so subscribe. Zeddy Byron says hello, how are you? I'm great. How are you, Byron? Good to see you. How are you doing? We're talking about situationship, you guys. Situationship. Have you ever been in a situationship? Do you like to be in a situationship? Okay. Do you prefer a relationship, situationship, or friends with benefits? So that's have been our topic of the day. So Zeddy Byron, can you talk in the language? Which language? If you want. Which language do you want me to talk? Your language? Netherlands. Okay, tell me which language. I speak English, I speak Swahili, I speak my mother tongue, which is Kikuyu. Also, I speak, okay, I don't want to say I speak so that you guys don't tell me. German. Okay. Oh, speak. Okay, read it. Okay, you guys want me to read it. Read it again. I'm from Netherlands, Holland. What am I supposed to read again? You me language. Who? Oh God. Sorry, Lynn. Whose language? Me or yours? My language. My language is hello, Sasa. That's my language. God, we are confused over here. God, thanks God there's English and we all know English because wow. Can you imagine how we would be able? Oh, yours. Teach me something. What can I say? Teach me something and I'll repeat. So Lynn is from Netherlands. Wow. I have never thought of, maybe one day. One day I keep promising all my fans from South Africa to Nigeria that I'm gonna visit their country sometime. Yeah, but dreams are valid. Maybe one day. Okay, guys, welcome to the live. You're just getting to the end of the live. You've been talking about situationships. Have you ever been in a situationship? Friends with benefit? What is the other term? Or relationship? Which one do you prefer? So that have been the topic of the day. You can rewind the video, replay it so that you can see what we've been talking about. So you guys, I'm gonna enjoy my dish after this. Lynn, I don't know how to talk your language. Maybe I read whatever you already sent me. You sent me something. You said, you know, Ketseye and Gelly and Gabriela and Game Boy. Okay, I can't talk it to you. I know. Isn't that so bad? But you know what? Maybe one of these fine days, you guys, if you want to be a guest on my live, you can contact me. You can contact me on my email if you want to be a guest on my live one of these fine days. And do you want? Yeah, I wanna know. I want to know. Okay, so maybe if you want to be a guest on my live, you can contact me on my email. You can look at my platform and you're gonna see it. And then when you contact me, when I'm starting the live, I'll have you. I'll have you on the show, and so that you can be able to share your thoughts. Maybe that can be a nice platform. If you want to be a guest, you contact me and we can have you on the screen. That can be a good one or a great one, especially from different countries, so that we can see how different people do things. Okay, so you guys, I think we've come to the end of the life now. Officially, we've been saying the end without reaching the end. So you guys, I appreciate you all so much. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. What you want me to say? No, I don't want you to say nothing. Like you are asking if I want to learn your language. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the show, Lynn. I'm gonna see. I hope you have a good weekend. Okay, not a good weekend. I'm gonna still see you tomorrow, you guys. Say hello in what language? In Swahili, hello, habari yako, or say goodbye, okay? Kwaheri, kwaheri. Okay, God. Bye, kwaheri. So you guys, bye. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend. And you, Lynn, I hope you have some peace. Our condolences, and we're gonna be praying for you. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning into I Am One Boy, and until next time, bye.